The another basis of classification of protein is the quality of protein. If you remember, I have discussed in few classes back that there are essential amino acids, semi-essential amino acids, and non-essential amino acids. So those amino acids which are remember this list I have explained that day to you. So there are many amino acids, 20 of them. Out of that, 8 amino acids which I have already explained in the last classes to you. Please go through those lectures to understand what are essential amino acids. So 8 amino acids in the case of human, otherwise there are 7 for maximum animals. So 8 amino acids human body is not able to synthesize. So those 8 amino acids have to be present in our daily diet. So they are essential to be present, otherwise body starts developing problems or malnutrition problems. So that's why these are called as essential amino acids. Then there are 2 amino acids which human body is able to synthesize, but the rate of synthesis is very slow. So a very low rate of synthesis, but the body demand is high. That's why body is able to synthesize some, but it needs it from the outside also daily. That's why they are called as semi-essential amino acids. And then total 10, and then rest of the 10, because 20 amino acids are the magic number, magic 20. So 10 amino acids are left, and those 10 amino acids human body is able to synthesize. So 10 we need in our diet as essential and semi-essential, and then 10 are not required because human body is able to do. Please go through the list. You will find the complete list of the essential as well as semi-essential and the non-essential. Go through the videos once again. Don't want to waste my time again by repeating that concept. So those so the proteins which are able to provide us on daily basis all the essential and semi-essential amino acids are called as complete amino proteins. So those proteins which are able to give you the daily dose of essential and semi-essential amino acids are complete proteins, and they are also called as the first class proteins. And the example is all animal proteins. All animal proteins are complete proteins or first class proteins because they are able to supply the essential and semi-essential amino acids on the daily basis. So that's why it is always good to consume animal proteins. And those who are strictly vegetarian, that's why they are suggested by the doctors to go for, or the dietitian to go for various types of cereals or pulses, or to go for soybean, because soybean is an exceptional protein. Soybean is an exceptional plant whose protein is complete protein. So now what are incomplete protein? All plant proteins minus the example of soybean, all plant proteins are incomplete proteins, or they are called as second class proteins because their quality is poor. Why their quality is poor? Because they will definitely lack 1 or 2 or 3 essential or otherwise semi-essential amino acids. That means if they are lacking in these essential or semi-essential amino acids, then human body will start developing problems. That's why those who are dietitian, they will always suggest us to go for more type of plant proteins, not just one type of plant protein, because otherwise body will have problem. Now this comes to a point which I want to bring into your notice, that when it comes to fatty acids, remember plant proteins will give you all essential amino acids or all essential fatty acids, but animal fats will not give you the essential fats. But in the case of proteins, animal proteins are complete and plant proteins are incomplete. So it's the opposite. That's why it is good to have a mixed type of diet where animal products are also there along with the plant products. So far what we learned is that classification of the proteins is possible by different method. It can be the shape of the protein. Shape can be fibrous, globular, or something in between. Fibrous proteins will have only up to secondary structure, but globular will have tertiary even, or it is even possible to have quaternary structure. Then according to functions, they can be enzymatic or non-enzymatic. If it is non-enzymatic, various functions are possible like storage, transport, receptor, poison or toxin, protective, hormone, protoplasmic, and even the skeleton providing. Then we learned that enzymes can be simple enzymes and conjugate enzymes. In the same manner, proteins can be simple proteins, conjugate proteins and derived proteins. Simple one are only made up of amino acids. Conjugate one are made up of amino acids plus something which is non-amino or non-protein. Like for example, a pigment could be there, lipids could be there, oligosaccharide could be there, a mucopolysaccharide could be there, maybe nucleic acid could be there, or phosphate group could be there, or a metal could be there. So there are various types accordingly: nucleoprotein, mucoprotein, glycoprotein, lipoprotein, phosphoprotein, metalloprotein, chromoprotein. Then what are derived proteins? When protein undergoes breakdown, it could be partial digestion. So when digestion takes place or because of heating or treatment with alkali or maybe acid, they undergoes coagulation. So coagulated forms of proteins are called as derived protein. Or after partial digestion, proteoses are formed, peptones are formed, peptides are formed. These are also called as derived protein. So these are breakdown products or breakdown intermediates of proteins. Either it can be a simple protein or conjugate one. And according to their quality, proteins are of two types: complete proteins and incomplete protein. Complete are able to provide us all essential and semi-essential amino acids. So animal proteins are first class or complete protein. And plant proteins are second class or incomplete because they don't provide us the daily requirement of essential or otherwise semi-essential amino acids. Thank you.